Hello everyone, welcome to the corner. Just doing a quick update here, along with a little bit of bad news I'm going to have to share with everyone tonight. First do a little update here, I guess. Just been working on the BJ and the Bear rig, working on detailing out the engine and such. I added the dipstick to it and a few vent lines. This line, I added a line up on the oiler. And on the other side I added a couple more. The line coming up off the oil pan and a few lines coming off the intake and cylinder head. Just to kind of add a little bit more detail to it when you lift the cab up on it. This line here coming off the oiler is coming around to the back too. But kind of piddling around with this a little bit, detailing a little bit. The paint that I use on there is Duplicolor vinyl and fabric paint. It's this stuff here. That's pretty close to the Cummins beige that the Cummins color on the engines are. So I've been using that as far as the engine color. There's the paint number and such if anybody is interested, needs it, whatever. Frame in the background, as you can see, got that all painted, all in one color. Touched a few spots on it. Ended the little vent cone on the bottom here, the drain, the little rubber on the drain for the drain on the bottom. I painted it black. I've got to paint the airbags on it black. That'll happen sometime sooner or later. That's about it on the frame. Not much happening there, I guess. Got a guy over in Australia. He took a lot of pictures and saved a lot of pictures of the BJ and the Bear rig. He put this little thumb drive together for me. It's got a whole bunch of BJ and the Bear semi pictures on it, different aspects of the truck. And then I added all the pictures that I took of it and added all my pictures onto the same disc. That way I've got all these different pictures of the truck and trailer. I was able to, a guy on Model Car Forum, magazine forum, I go on there as a member and chat a lot, but on there's a guy on there that does 3D imaging, printing, whatever, and I had him do up the steps that are on the front of the trailer. There's 5 steps that come up the front edge of the trailer. Not sure how well I can show them here, but we'll see. Front of the trailer has these little steps on it. I think there's 2 or 3 more down below it, but it's got these 2 that are on the white section, and there's a couple more down below. I guess there's 4 total, 1, 2, 3, and 4. But he was able to 3D print those steps for me, and he sent me like 6 or 7 of them, so I'm going to be adding those on there. Along with that, he also was able to do the Brown trailer script. The trailer is actually Brown Manufacturing, and it has a scripted Brown, just the word Brown, that goes on the front edge of the trailer. So he was able to 3D print that out for me as well. And then I've got a reefer unit that I'm going to be modifying. The reefer unit I have has this cage up here for the screen, but it doesn't have the raised doors on it. The doors are flat, so I'm going to add a couple raised doors on it. And then I've got some mesh that I'm going to use for the meshing up on the intake of it. Because I'm going to make them just out of a piece of brass rod. I'm going to make my own little handle for here. And then I'll make a little trap door up here for the venting for the reefer unit on it, the aspect of things. I've been working a little bit of this. I got to find some mesh to go in here to cover this area up that comes close to that meshing. The handles they have these in the kit, but I'm going to try thinning them up to make them a little bit more accurate and more to scale. These are just pieces of bent aluminum that they, form fitted and put on the KWs. And then, like I said, I've been adding a lot of, these don't show the engine pics, but I've been using a lot of pictures offline for the engine detailing and such. printed these out. These are what I've been kind of using as far as the detail shots, as far as some of the main oil lines that are on, and not every one of them, but I haven't been going totally crazy with it. This is the big cam engine, I think, and the model kit engine is the non-big cam. So I think the oil pump or the fuel pump is in a little different location. On the model, it's down here. On this engine, it's up further, but I'm not too worried about the correct logistics of everything. But turbo, some of these other oil lines have been added into it, along with a dipstick. My dipstick on the engine, I got it tilted forward right now until I get the blower on here, or the turbo on here. Once I get the turbo on here, this will come back to its, I'll bend it back to where it needs to be. More straight up and down like this one is. That's a little blurry shot, but just some detailed pictures as far as detailing it out a little bit. But, yeah, that's about it on the truck so far. But, as far as the other information, news, bad news, whatever you're going to call it, I'm going to have to step away from the channel for a few years. Got some stuff I need to take care of, some stuff I need to deal with, and I'm not going to be able to be around to do it as well. But over the time that I'm going to be gone, my son has offered and has asked me to kind of take over a little bit. And what he's going to do is every so often he'll take a picture of my car, or some pictures of one of my cars, and then he'll post the video up, kind of explaining about it and such, kind of going over it and whatever else. But that way it'll kind of keep the channel going and keep it moving, keep it going where it doesn't get stagnant. But this is not going to be a permanent deal. This is only temporary. Like I say, it's only going to be about 3 years. I don't want to get into too much details about stuff, but comes kind of a bad time, so on and so forth, but something I gotta do to take care of and whatever else, and kind of put things on hold for a little while, and then be back, and then we'll kick some tail and start slinging some dust. Start throwing some putty. Excuse me, start throwing some putty and cutting some stuff up and get back to what I want this channel to be. The past 10 months have been kind of in limbo, if you will. Living here where I'm at and so on and so forth. I mean, this works, but I'm limited as far as what I can do, what I can't do. Not having my stuff around. All my stuff has been boxed up in storage over the last 10 months. Hard to get to, hard to do stuff with, but just know that this is not going to be a permanent thing. Keep in mind that it will be just temporary. I will be back. Y'all ain't getting rid of me that easy. But it's going to be kind of rough for a little while, but got to do what I got to do. And with that in mind, I hope my son will be able to take over and keep you guys occupied for the meantime, till we can get back together and make this work and let it go on to 5, 10, whatever thousand, whatever subscribers we can get here. I want the channel to grow, and I want it to grow bigger in size. I want to offer a little bit more to you guys, but like right now, it's kind of hard for me to do so. In the future, what I plan on doing is getting together, and we're going to do some more builds like what we've done before. I'm going to use some stuff that I use for purposes of the video, for making the videos, and I'm going to do some giveaways as far as they go. Also, I'd like to get a couple kits out to you guys. I'll throw a couple kits up on the table and let you guys pick which ones you're interested in. We'll put the names in a hat, we'll draw, and we'll get rid of them and send them out to y'all. But yeah, like I say, just kind of hold tight. Hope I'm sure some of you guys will might take off and go find greener pastures, if you will, but hopefully y'all will stick by and stick with it and keep the subscriptions on the channel, and hopefully it'll grow a little bit while I'm gone, with my son kind of taking the reins over. And we'll pick it up where we leave off at and catch y'all on the other side of it. But keep scratching that plastic, everyone. keep it in scale, and we'll see you on the corner soon. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.